I used to have no confidence, no friends, so I stayed home all the time, played video games, and stayed up late. Little did I know, however, that these habits were keeping me shy and insecure. In this video, I'll show you the four most destructive habits that you do that are keeping you shy and insecure. All of this starts with sleep, or the lack of it. Look, if you're at home non-stop, getting no natural sunlight, especially in the morning, this is wrecking your sleep routine. And having no sleep, waking up tired all of the time, is gonna destroy your confidence to begin with. Even when you're further along, like I am now, feeling much more confident in my own skin, when I get a bad day of sleep, it feels much tougher to feel confident. So you need to get your sleep routine fixed, and it begins in the morning. One of the most important things that you need to get your circadian rhythm in check is to go out after waking as soon as possible. Don't rush it like I used to, feeling stressed about it. The moment you can, go outside and get some morning sunlight. This will have a big impact on your wakefulness. Not only will it wake you up, your retina is going to receive those lights, give the signal to your body that it's morning, and then start to adjust. Your retina in the eyes is going to receive the signal that it's morning, that it's time to wake up. This is also going to fix your circadian rhythm, which is basically your inner clock. Your inner clock is going to be adjusted knowing when it's time to wake up and when it's time to sleep. Not only will it do that, this will make you feel much more awake, which is also going to help you to feel more confident during the day. And it will help you to actually get proper sleep when it's time to. This leads us to the second tip, which is that you need to put your darn phone away after 10 p.m., the latest. What this does to you, however, is that you keep your phone before sleep, maybe even in your bed. I used to binge videos until I would be so tired that I couldn't stay awake anymore. The issue with this is the blue lights from your phone are the signal for your brain that you should be awake right now, that it's morning. This confuses your brain and stops releasing melatonin, which is needed to get deep rest. This was preventing me from having actual deep sleep, and I would wake up multiple times during the night. And when it was time to wake up, I was feeling like a truck went over me. I didn't feel rested at all, and my confidence was nowhere to be found because I was just way too tired to be bothered with. So the rules that I set for myself are twofold. The first one being that I always set an alarm that goes off at 10 o'clock to remind me that it's time to go off any kind of media. You know how it goes. If you go for a video game and you say one more game, it's not going to end there. It's going to be 2 o'clock in the morning before you even realize it. You need to set yourself a reminder. And the second rule is my iron rule that when it's 10 o'clock, no matter what, no matter how enjoyable the interaction is that I'm having, be it on Discord, on a video game, I will turn off everything, go away from lights, and just be somewhat in dim lights or preferably in darkness and start to prepare for a proper sleep. The whole video game and phone issue leads us to number 3, which is that you need to stop destroying your dopamine levels. Dopamine is a molecule mostly known for enjoyment in things. Closer to the truth is, however, that it's a molecule for motivation. So if you go ahead, like I did, where you would play video games from 8 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock, even longer, 12, 13, 14-hour sessions, there's little to no dopamine left to be had, which means there's little to no motivation to be had. And if you have no motivation to do anything, you will also feel zero motivation to go out into social events where you will actually learn to be social and to be confident, to gather friends, to be motivated to even become confident in the first place. You will feel complacent because you have no motivation to do anything. You'll just say that it's okay, whatever. It's fine. You will do it another time. All of this is just purely because you have no dopamine left. Your dopamine system is probably fried like mine was. The good thing about this is that it can recover. However, in order to be able to recover, you need to give it time and good sleep to recover. So, what I did was I tried to have what we call these days dopamine fasting. Basically, you try to go away from anything that is very intense in dopamine. These days, that is extensive scrolling, video games, or pornography. Look, I get it that these things are extremely addictive and a problem these days, but you need to really get some time off these, and you will start to slowly feel how your brain recovers, how daily activities are going to feel much more pleasurable than they used to, and you will finally feel the motivation and energy that you need in order to be actually able to go out and start to become more confident and feel less shy in your own skin. All these three habits lead us to number four, which is the worst of all, which is isolation and avoidance. My horrible habits and sleep routine left me so drained that I would be isolating myself, that I would have no interest in being socially active, just being inside at home, playing video games, tricking my brain into thinking that I'm having social interactions through the online medium, but it's nowhere close to what actual social conversations are like. We as humans, we are social creatures. We need those interactions. Isolation and avoidance of that is horrible for your body, for your mental health. All of these things will lead you to just simply feel worse. All of these habits reinforce each other. The lack of sleep will make you avoid social circumstances more. They will all lead you to have less energy, to then not be able to go out and actually start to change your life, to become more confident. Get the social life that you are looking for and yearning for. The habit that I did that changed my life in this regard was that I went out on a daily basis for at least 5 to 10 minutes for a walk. You can go into a city, you can go into a park where people are. The important part is that you don't distract yourself. Be outside, be with yourself, and go to places where people are. It isn't quite the social interaction like going out with friends or approaching people, but you need to get started somewhere. In my place, this was the easiest thing that I could do, to just simply go out to places where people are, to just be around them in the first place instead of in front of my computer where I would just be stuck playing video games, having no sunlight, no social interactions, nothing at all. If this is anything like you, I beg for you to just simply go out into nature, into the town, somewhere where people are. This will get the ball moving. You will start to make some progress. And while it takes time to finally feel the change, especially in the beginning, which is the hardest part, it's worth it over time. You will start to feel much lighter. The issues that you've gathered through overstimulating yourself and having horrible sleep is going to slowly fade. You will start to feel much better. You will be able to have progress towards becoming more confident and having a social life that you actually want. The most important part is that you actually start to get some consistency and daily exposure, daily steps towards moving towards the life that you actually want. Fixing these habits, however, is only the first step towards your dream confidence. It wasn't until I realized one major principle that I needed to understand to finally move towards my dream confidence. And I teach it to you much faster than I did in 10 years in this video. So go and check it out.